you right now. Huh? Shit, some of everybody. Depending who you go. Depending who you hit on, man. I'll tell you who I
I said that's girl.
Okay, what jersey you got, bro? Dog?
I mean, I can tell you then. I don't know. I don't want to do that, so I can tell you. You got me some VC for Valentine's or something, my guy.
I'm not buying you anything.
Why?
Tell me happy Valentine's Day.
Who? Cause you probably laughed at me in pride, so I'm not. Have it to your iCloud. You got tired of using drugs.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the architectural wonder that is the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Houston Texans.
You know,
So here's
CC
Kyrie to do the honors. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. On the return, here's Justin Hardy.
Fumble, huh? Hold on, I'm press off, bro. I bet. That's how it be. You can't even get 4th and inches on this shit. This shit hard. But you could get 4th and...
What's the other little dirty
That shit'll
boy?
get you mad. That shit'll make you want to turn the game off.
That dirty boy.
You ain't make the mistake, this motherfucker.
Yeah.
And then you got the nerve to say the same thing yourself.
What'd I tell you?
Shut up.
What'd I tell Rika? Hell yeah, niggas here in class, I got it.
Yeah, I'm ready, bro.
You got headphones in?
Yeah.
I was about to say, I know you just been copying me before, so I didn't. So you
Call it the 26-yard line.
you ain't give me no VC? I done dirt. That's dirt. I got you some. Oh God, I was gonna get you some, but I forgot your address. And you heard you had a Valentine then. I don't know what happened. Got it to your Valentine. Yeah. I thought you had one. I thought a Nazi was gonna be a Valentine. I thought a Nazi. I thought a Nazi was gonna be a Valentine. Oh, come get me. Oh, no, I don't worry. I was thinking about sketch you at
That's Calvin Ridley. And they're going to across midfield and inside the 45.
It was a bust
there.
I already knew. You probably wanted to talk.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for
well,
first and 10.
I was the one time I lied. Now you looking no more. That was great.
Tuesday.
No, I don't.
They go play action here on first down. Caught on the right side by And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
On the VT, you know what I'm saying? Get it there. It's on sale. You get 400,000 for like $50
for this
month.
offense. 1st and 10.
You gotta go.
From the red zone now, they look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them.
You didn't even say you wanted it.
How about a little curve?
Come on, man. What the fuck going on?
Yeah, exactly.
I
guess I'm just a dude off glass. I can read mine off of touchdown.
Extra point up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Yeah.
Here's Bosher to kick it away.
Valentine.
This is taken at his 4.
I'm trying to do something Valentine. Never, right?
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
I didn't get you enough for Christmas. For real. Well, supposed to do something. I forgot what you wanted. You say you wanted Nuggets, right?
Watson will bring up the Texans
really want
here,
Nuggets?
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. From the gun, here's Watson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett able to swap it from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5.
Yep. Tell him about me. Why are you talking about me?
To throw on 2nd is Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. If you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the 1st quarter.
I think he was trying to go.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch. A lot of times he'll just run past the initial point of contact and he'll go deep.
Now, meanwhile,
I was in the right, you was in the wrong.
Intercepted, but it winds up falling. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
I'm the bad guy, 24-8. 24-8.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back on the field. They're coming up on their 2nd drive of the game. Had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills are on point.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their 1st drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
The left side completion to Jones. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there at 22. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt.
Yo, brother, where he want to go? Put it like 38.
Goes down. Bernardrick McKinney.
What to go to the game for?
He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
We better than them niggas.
Deep downfield. It's caught.
We better than them
niggas. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan, his 2nd touchdown pass of this opening quarter. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
Go ask 15K Riley. Not talking about game. I'm not talking about game. I'm not talking about game.
Here's Bosher to kick it away.
You said what?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And way
hey, you're right. I'm
35 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That's them. You see how? Never mind.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup. And even 50 yards. On 1st down, Watson. Got a man open. It's
just give him a
touchdown. Will Fuller, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans draw a bit closer.
I'm lying, man. Tell me how, man. Tell me how. Oh, no.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Lord, this nigga ain't so.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
I turned nothing into something.
Ryan on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Should I cut her?
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
There we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And that one results in 35 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. Give him 7 on the play.
I didn't get one.
It'll be a 2nd down.
There you do. Right now.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play.
Another one. I did it too. I just did.
Again,
I went to sleep last night. You know what I'm saying? Things is getting on my nerves.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
On everybody. Not even. I swear to God, I didn't write one. I write nobody.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with the battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Ooh, the juke. Another nice move. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 44. They begin with a run by Miller. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. Here comes the flag. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll try the air now with Watson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now it's Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now. And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise. This close to the goal. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller punching it in from a yard away. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. And his kick is right through. Fairbairn now to kick this one away.
Hey, hold up, bro.
Throw the whole playbook at you and see what you can handle, man.
Either way. Oh man. Let's go. I'm ready, bro.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He can't bring him down. The weight room does work. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the
offensive line that brought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield. Those guys made that play possible.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Gun. 11. Go.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And when these two are clicking, Ryan and Jones, and we've seen multiple hookups here in this one, usually their offense is clicking, and that's why they're winning.
Yeah, they tend to follow what those two do. They set the tone for either a good day or maybe a tougher day. And right now, we're seeing an excellent game because those two are finding each other. Doesn't matter where on the field, they're making plays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing again, Ryan. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Ryan will throw again. And finding the tight end Hooper. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. Remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. And no move by Dan Quinn to get the offense off the field. They're staying out there, and they're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And it'll be pulled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Now Ryan leading the Falcons up to go for 2. To throw again is Ryan. That is incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Watson underneath for Miller. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come back, come back.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little room to maneuver. They'll get this down to about the 39. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. After the interception, here's Ryan. Gets it off to Freeman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Second and 10. It's Ryan again. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And that one results in 35 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Get up!
Again on second and 10, it's Ryan.
Come on, man.
At the 7-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, what a move. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Reset. Come back.
Watson on first down. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
I think someone's going to get in the QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
The third down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
Hey, Tuesday.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Hey, let's go.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Get up.
Back to the air on second down. Ryan. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
They'll try and run it in with Miller. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
Boy,
and I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. Back to the air, Ryan after the pick 6. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
No, sir! Go for it. You got some good defense.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Watson going to give this one to Miller. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. On third down, it's Miller. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Not the result they were looking for there on third down. They end up taking a loss on the play. Only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
We need 3 or 6, man. We cannot be punting this. We need 3 or 6 out of this drive, people. Oh!
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on fourth. They are going for it. Here's Watson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
That shit crazy, man.
Devontae Freeman, his second touchdown.
God damn,
and the Falcons will extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie
cutter. A little momentum will kill your whole drive.
Every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Well, those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And now out comes Houston. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now a play fake here on first down. Drops it to Blue, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out.
And for a third
time, man.
Intercepted.
I'm trying to hit that nigga, man.
And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. Finding room to the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 34 yards. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown.
Opening it up now.
He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
So your weak side is passing?
Here's Bosher to kick it away. Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Watson. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Bruce Irvin in there to sack him for a loss of 6. To throw on second is Watson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
They run. Devontae Freeman. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. On first down, Watson.
Come on, man, with your buzzing ass.
Many like that one. 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Richmond. Do Jack. Come back.
Yeah.
Throwing on 3rd down. Watson going up top. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Brian Poole.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
They
were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way.
And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 48-yard chain mover. They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. He sets to fire deep.
Oh.
So they took a shot on 1st down,
It's
but
good,
couldn't
boy.
connect.
Hold on.
But depending on the team, they got an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one.
Who said that? Oh, he quit, man. Who next, man? Who next, man? Who next, man?
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. Inside caught by Ridley. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Ryan now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
I don't have enough.
Hey, that blitz, get that on come.
That shit confused your whole damn playbook.
It do? Okay, say less. That less.
Niggas be